Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Duskers. Today we are going to be doing the Duskers Daily Challenge for the 27th of September, 2022. Today, the embargo lifted for AMD's new CPUs, and I am a little bit... It's iffy. I don't know what to think, personally. They look good on paper. The 7600, the Ryzen 5 7600, does not look too attractive. The 7900 12-core and the 7950 look nice, but the power limit is a little weird because they're boosting like GPUs now. So it's like 300 watts, and according to AMD, the stable temperature is 95°C. So, heh. It's a space heater, but also not, because you should be able to tune your target temperature. So with your cooling, the better cooler you have, the lower your the more headroom you'll have before you reach the target temperature, the higher it'll boost and the more power it'll push. Sort of. I mean, depending on the limits of the silicon, but still. That's the goal, and it has a max limit of 115 Celsius. So that's interesting. If AMD is to be believed, and it can indeed run 24/7 at 95°C. That's impressive. That's pretty impressive. So, I'm just waiting for motherboards. I want to see what motherboards are going to look like, and I want to see what the new AMD validated RAM is going to look like. If that stuff is too expensive, I might bite it and just spend what little I have on it anyway, or I might just say no and continue waiting until Intel launches. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to wait for Intel's launch, because then we get to see a full stack lineup of where each part falls. Still, I'm not a huge fan of big little, because a lot of the work that I'm going to be doing is with virtualization. I know a lot of it's going to be with virtualization. I know a lot of it's going to be code compile. It's all going to be tasks that can take advantage of multiple cores, and having the efficiency cores really isn't going to help me if most of the work I'm going to be doing is going to require the performance cores. So, that being said, I could go to this new platform, and AMD's next CPU launch is supposed to be a big little jump, or a leap to big little along with Intel. That's not what I'm hoping for, but that's the rumor. And right now I just don't have a GPU to buy, so I have to wait until November to see if there is a good GPU offering among any of the team. If either to go last gen if the prices are still down, or to push with AMD, because I'm not going 40 series. That's bullshit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have had the same thought about 40 series being trash. So we shall see. Overall, Ryzen 5 does not look... the current Ryzen 5 does not look great, but the Ryzen 7 and the Ryzen 9 actually look okay. The Ryzen 9 is a lot of money for 16 cores. So I'm depending on the value with the Ryzen 7, and depending on the board prices and whatnot, I could pump a little money into the Ryzen 9, or I could save a little money and go for Ryzen 5 and spend that, or Ryzen 9 and put a little money in Ryzen 7 instead, and put money elsewhere. But either way, I would like more performance cores so that I can assign them to various tasks, and deal with the headroom that's going to come with using bare metal hypervisors, and the sandboxing techniques that I would like to go ahead and experiment with, that's going to require bare metal. Oh, and the other thing that's actually super nice about them is that they have an integrated GPU now. They're technically an APU, but they're just a CPU. It's weird. Regardless, display out either way. So when I'm done with the chip, I can use it as a server, and I don't need a graphics card. It's not like a stupid KF where I need a graphics card to get a fucking video. It just has video on board, and it can offload like light tasks, which is great. That'll be fantastic as a sync for the overhead required to run some bare metal solutions. So we shall see in the coming days what is available, the pricing, and whatnot. So congratulations to Apolly, Mystica, Ambandus, Quasadema, LB, Octane, Ozark 1, Marvin, ITJ, who else? Gregorius 4, Para, Sapper28, A Pile of Otters, Melwasul, Foxo, Jury Rig, Darkguard, Chuck Raleigh, Athpal. Oh, that's it. And Athpal for getting the 970. It really wasn't a hard ship. Some people took leapers to the face, it looks like. Or they missed an upgrade, or they used an upgrade. That guy used an upgrade and broke it. Nice. And it looks like Ribbon took damage some. How do you take damage? Oh, I guess they just didn't get a drone. I think they might have threw it out of an airlock by accident. Alright. So let's see what we have today. Judging by that score that I saw, it was like 825 or something like that. It should be relatively okay. Hey! Look at that! Ladies and gentlemen, today we have no ship upgrades. We have T3 Cube! Yo! It's me! With 100 health. We have Decavoid with 80 health. We have Flaxtolgia with 70 health. That gives us a total. I'm not a fan of that. That gives us a total of 40 points above minimum drone health, which is 50 below average. That's not excellent. We are doing things today with stealth, so stealth it is and stealth it shall be. Stealth it is and stealth it shall be, man. That's okay. We are on a quarantined salvage A. We don't get quarantines often. With 3 infestation types, the hull integrity is poor with an age of 412 fatal and a scrap capacity of 154. That is less good. We're going to hope that the defenses are good. We have some airlocks available. Only another 2 airlocks. Not exactly stellar. But we'll go ahead and begin. Some Scrapolia. Alright, there's a ship upgrade that we cannot take. There's drone. What are we dealing with today? A gather. I think we could probably end the mission now and we'd have half the scrap already. Because we got the drone. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our infestations is Swarm. Not exactly great. Would suck if this place had a vent, and it does not, so that's good. R8 has Swarm. We're gonna check the rest of this room and see if we have terminal for defense. We do not. Doesn't that just tickle you? Doesn't that just tickle you in the right way? What do we got? Oh, fuck me. Nothing. Well, there's more power, so that's good. Let's go check our 14 next. Let's see what we got. What do we got, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, hello, there's Leaper. Okay. Leaper. Doesn't seem as the door, right? Let's get you back. Okay. Let's check our 4. Let's see what else we got. Okay, not exactly the best, but not exactly the worst either. Having Leaper and Swarm. Where's the vent? I think I want to push R4 and R7. I think I want to push both of those rooms quite badly, actually. What do we got? There's no way we have another dang Leaper. Oh my god, I froze. Oh, there's a vent. Okay. Well, we pushed the room. That's good. Door 9. Let's get you out. Good enough. Okay. I pushed it as quickly as I could. See what we got in door 15 here. Do we have another vent? We have power and we have a terminal. Bollocks. R4 does not have a thing in it. How about I wanted to see? We can push R17 as well, I believe, and be fine. Let's push R17. I do have to wait for time. Or I have to wait for stealth. Let's see what we got. Another leaper. Another fucking leaper. That's not great. What? What the hell? Give me the oh. Is that the correct? Yes. 0. Okay. That's not great. It's not terrible. But it's not good by any stretch of the imagination. Allow me to say that in particular. We'll give you that interface. What the fuck not? Alright. Door 17, door 15. Alright. Let's try not to get busted by anything. And we will activate. Fuck you. Survey! No spaghetti. Alright. No spaghetti! This means that's useless to me. Excellent. Swap. In. How do I want to play this? That's an interesting question. How do I would like to play this, sir? The leaper. I could put the leaper in R3. R8 will power that. R5 will power that. What's the last infestation? Yeah, what is the last infestation? What do I do? But how do I maneuver this Maduhicker here? I can door 14, but like... R8 will power it. That's a problem. That's actually a rather big problem. Because of the swarm. I'm not sure what to do about the swarm, because the vent is there and there's no way to move them off. The leaper... I mean, I can't put the leaper in R8. I could put the leaper in R3. I could put both those leapers in R3. Like, I have a sneaking suspicion we have Sentry today. It's a sneaking suspicion. So we're not gonna let it sneak. We're not gonna let it sneak on me. Sneak up on me. But I do think we have Sentry. I think we have all moving. Okay. Door 14. Door 16. What do we got? I need to be able to see. Well, one of the leapers has moved, and I don't know which one has moved. You know, that is a problem. Now, there is a safe way to check this, and there's a stupid way to check this. Door 7 is probably going to be the stupid way to check this. Because the leaper in here moved. The leaper in here has moved. And we have access to this terminal. And this, we have access to this generator in particular. That's not great. I was really hoping there wasn't going to be anything in there. The fact that there's power here is actually terrible. What door broke? Door 10. Well, I think that makes that generator basically fucking useless. Except to get into R5, which is not great. How do I want to play this Maduhicker is what I would like to know. I think the best I can do is to move everyone off and check out the room to see if that other leaper moved. Maybe it did. Let's get one off. Let's get myself off the ship. And we're gonna go dock to that airlock. And we're gonna check. Hopefully it did move. Let's see, did it move? It did. Okay, so they are both in R3. Well, I should have opened door 6. There's nothing I could do about that anyway. Door 18 is being attacked. Honestly, I think we're still fine, because we can go in via door 5, potentially. Do I want to let that door get destroyed? I don't think I want to let that door get destroyed. I don't think I want to let that door get destroyed. We're not gonna let that door get destroyed. Alright. Good enough. So, we can move to R7, open that door. And if that powers R9, we can check both of those rooms from R6. I believe R5 will power that. So we still have a plan of attack. We still have a plan of attack. The only thing is that one of those rooms has sentry. Maybe. Or it has goo. We don't know what the last infestation is, so... Not stellar. I could bait. But I don't think that's a terrible idea, since I no longer have control over room 6. And an asteroid collision is going to happen in R7. Doesn't that just tickle me in every right way now, don't it? R2 is like, yes, there's nothing here. Nothing here. Good. You go here. DDA, door 13 is the correct door. Good. Let's dock to A5. Dock to A3. Yes. I was 100% correct about the door that I would like to go to. Yes, the door. Alright, let's see what we got. Door 5. What do we got, ladies and gentlemen? So the last infestation is going to be in the tiniest room. I'm going to be mad if it's sentry. I'm hoping it's not sentry. And it's fucking goo. Okay. Everybody off the ship. We're done. No sentry for me today. Not too bad, and we dealt with the leaper properly. Didn't end up fucking that up and couldn't take anything. 3 scrap on that. Plus... what the... Swap with Moosh... Oh, that's the wrong drone. Here's radiation. 16 scrap, 1 propulsion fuel, and a drone with 2 upgrades? No, a drone with 1 upgrade, a gather. Where does this happen? That's what I would like to know, because this is 12-minute radiation. Of course, there's always the possibility that it doesn't happen for me. The possibility that it doesn't happen for me is also equally likely, so I guess that's it. 865. Seems like everyone else got 865 except for Quasademo, who took damage. Taking 50 damage, probably from the goo. How would you take the damage? I mean, thankfully the goose spawned in the smallest room, but had nothing in it, maybe. I doubt people got there in time. I honestly was not expecting to see two leapers, gonna be honest. Um, they behaved, they moved at the same time. So, good on the leaper. Congratulations to Mystique and M-Banders for getting everything. Mystique doing it in fucking 4.5 minutes, good lord. M-Banders doing it in 8. LB as well. I'm doing it in 5.5, and me doing it in 12. Not too bad. And no one having any issues with Q, supposedly, unless they miss a thing. I really thought we had Century, because I was like, there has to be a goo room somewhere. But there was no goo anywhere. Except for that last room, which just happened to be the one with the broken door. So easy ship. Nothing to be concerned about today. It was an easy ship. So that will be it for today. We should see some people actually get owned. I'm glad that I took the initiative to move the swarm immediately into the vent room after I'd gotten everything, because otherwise I would have had to contend with that swarm too. It isn't too big of a deal since you can hear them, but still would have been obnoxious to deal with that swarm and the vent. Also, the swarm was relatively behaved while I was wandering between those rooms, so that helped out quite a bit. So yeah, that will be it for today. Cheers, everyone.